Environmental Learning Center is located in Point Defiance Park, which is the crown jewel of Tacoma's park system. It's a 760-acre park at the north end of Tacoma, and it is the perfect setting for an innovative high school and a wonderful place to be next door to our nationally accredited zoo and aquarium. The Science and Math Institute, it started off in a few nooks and crannies. They would be down at the pagoda, and they would be here at the zoo in some of the meeting rooms and some of the other public spaces.
The first day I remember getting out of my car and not knowing where I was going. Normal high schools, you probably know. This one, I was told I was going to like the fort, and my first day, and the fort is like all the way up there.
If you can imagine kind of shuttling scientific lab equipment around in your car and, you know, oh, I can't use that space, I guess I'll go to this picnic shelter, and oh, you're in here too, okay, I guess we're gonna buddy up in this portable, you know, it was pretty stressful.
They had students learning biology down in the zoo. They had students learning environmental science and physical fitness on the trails right into the forest. And on the waterfront, marine sciences. Giving students those kinds of real-world experiences was really core to their mission. What they needed was a facility that supported that kind of learning. From the very beginning, we wanted to understand this unique school through the experiences of students learning in nature. So the first exercise we did was put a map of the park in front of the students and have them place a dot where their most memorable learning experience occurred and tell us what that experience is. Students talked about hiking in the forest with a teacher. They talked about their papers blowing away on the waterfront in math class. They talked about that contemplative setting where they were working on their poetry in the rhododendron garden, or just getting lost somewhere and finding their way back. So it was clear to us that the real meaningful experiences were happening out in nature. There were no dots on any of the classrooms. It's at that point we realized that access to the zoo and a bridge into the forest were critical for this project.
I think it was really powerful to see all the dots all over the park, and it really affirmed that we have these meaningful learning experiences that were happening outside, and we were really doing what we said we would do, which was use the park as that lens for learning, and that gave us the confidence that the planning of the building was going in the right direction and that everything was aligning to our educational values and mission.
Well, to help us understand how this school wanted to function, we did an exercise called the scenario mapping. We engaged students, teachers, staff from both the park and the zoo, and community members. And we asked them to envision for us not the rooms they wanted in the building, but the activities they wanted to do in the building and the experiences they wanted to have. From that, we asked them to describe to us the accommodations they needed around them to have those activities and experiences. And that became the genesis of the program for this building. From the scenario mapping, we learned a few really important things about the building. We learned that they wanted to have collaborative space for small and large groups, community and school. We learned that it was really important that they be embedded with their partners, the metro parks and the zoo. And most importantly, we learned that the building needed to allow them to easily move out into the forest, to explore, and to bring back what they found into the building, to analyze, study, share, and prepare them for their next voyage back out to the forest.
Now that we have a space where we can actually do that with the lab space that we have, the bridge that just goes directly into the forest, a place to convene people, and just the energy of the SAMi students.
Our biology classes, or we have a marine biology class that it's really nice that it's here because it's closer to the water so that you can go down and look at the water and come back and analyze.
Here we're going to talk about these endangered species, we're going to look at these habitats, all these different standards that we're looking at scientifically, or if we're talking about it in humanities, you can just hop outside and do it.
I love the garage doors because it makes it feel like more of a community because you can have everybody in one space and you're talking to everyone, but you're also in different classrooms. And so once you get the feel of that, you can all commune together and it's beautiful.
The zoo staff gets office space out of it as well, and we get to work in close proximity with the teachers and the administrative staff. So it's already led to some exciting collaborations and things since we're right next to each other and see each other all the time.
It was just a collaborative discussion about what is our mission and vision of this school and how will the building continue to further that. And as a result, we have a beautiful building here that is causing those relationships to grow stronger every day and to really let that partnership flourish and our mission and vision be achieved every single day.
More than anything, it's just an inspiring place to be in. Collectively, we can come together and do so many more things and make so much more powerful impact on the kids that we serve.
I've grown up so much here and become such a bigger leader than I ever could have thought or dreamed of been. And this is where it all happened, was in the ELC.
The Environmental Learning Center here at Point Defiance provides us an opportunity to not only give the school day and the school children and the school kids an opportunity to have a unique learning experience, but after hours, not only for our staff, but also for the community, an opportunity to be able to experience that same type of an environmental learning center.
It is just a living, breathing space that connects people to nature, and boy, I cannot imagine a better facility for doing that than the ELC.